topping here on the ES, and the Dow and the NASDAQ are starting to come down a little bit. I want to short actually.
I got in at 19.5.
Part of me wants to short, but I don't have a good level at the moment to short off of based on the DOM at the moment.
There we go.
Oh, the comments are popping off about the giveaway.
Oh, good. Yes.
Zakaria.
Yes.
Zakaria. If I pronounced your name wrong, I do apologize. Goes, yo, you can give me an account. Well, Zakaria, leave a good comment. Follow the steps. Subscribe. Make sure your email's in your YouTube channel so we can contact you, and we'll announce it live at the end of the session of who wins. Eric Lake says, hi all, up 605 so far. I'm assuming dollars, so well done, Eric. That's phenomenal. Keep it up. That's what we love to hear.
Yeah.
And Robert,
awesome.
Our longtime viewer, Robert's back.
There's Robert.
Good morning, guys.
He's back.
Yo.
Robert, it's great to see you. I've missed you, Robert. And Master G Daniel says, please give me the 100K account. Same thing. Leave a good comment. And who knows, you could be the winner.
Yeah, pretty easy to enter, man. Just a comment, like, subscribe. That's pretty easy to me.
I gotta hand it to Robert. He's shown extreme dedication. He goes, I stayed up to catch the first. So, I mean, fair play to you, Robert. To you. Eric Lake said, my birthday was on the 2nd. Hook it up. Hated birthday.
Happy belated birthday.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ola is the best to do it. Hands down. Thank you, Eric. Thank you.
Yeah.
Let's have a quick look back on the markets. See what's going on. Do we have a trade? Okay, we are approaching an area I want to long. Finally.
I'm in long.
Just drop down to the 1 minute.
No, I don't like this. Now we're breaking through VWAP.
We're in a low volume area right now. I'm looking for trap sellers and then buy pressure come in. I've got my finger on the buy button just in case, because it can happen so quick. This is why you need multiple screens when trading, I think, because if you're analyzing, you kind of, you got to execute on a platform, and you need to have your finger ready on that execute button. Sometimes you can't, because every millisecond counts in trading, I think, especially if you're a scalper. It could be the difference, depending on the size you trade. It can be the difference of a few $100s, So, okay, I'm starting to see the buy pressure come in. I think it's worth a scalp, but there hasn't been a lot of buy pressure come in, but I think it's definitely worth a quick entry. I've jumped in. I'm going to have a really tight stop. I'm hoping now buyers do step in. If buyers don't step in, I'm going to have to get out with a really tight stop. My stop is going to be at 125. Where's 125? Right there. Just by that heavier volume.
Jeez.
Come on, buyers.
Order filled.
Come in, buyers. You know you wanna buy the market. If anyone's watching, please buy the market. I'm joking. All right, we're getting a
tell you
bit of
what.
buy pressure. If the back end want to pull up my charts, feel free. Because
Definitely.
I'm currently in a trade. So the moment that buy pressure dies off, I'm getting out the market. Okay, I have a target, obviously. I don't know if you guys can see my charts yet.
Yes.
Yeah, we do.
But I'm seeing sell pressure come in again. Why? Come on, break through those sellers. Don't allow those sellers to bully us. Don't allow them to bully us. Nah, they're coming in too strong. I'm getting out. They're coming in too strong, those sellers. Right at the tip of the candle, they're just coming in way too strong. I'm going to wait. I'll re-enter if needs be. But the buyers just didn't. I mean, it came in a little bit, 154 contracts. It's medium power. And then 160 plus contracts came in from the sell side there and just wiped them out. So I had to get out.
I just
Stop
missed a
fill.
short
Stop
on the YM like by a second and a half. Dang it. Dang it. Dang it, dude. Dang. Goodness.
God, look at this.
I think
now.
we could be dropping a bit more, to be honest. I think we can
Yeah,
be
we are.
dropping a bit
Oh,
more.
we're moving. We're moving with some gusto now.
And this, to any viewers, this is why the footprint is so important. How did I know I should get out right at that second? Because the footprint told me. If you're just trading candlesticks, like if you're just looking at this screen here with the candlesticks, there's no way you could have seen that in this area here, 160 plus sell contracts just came in and absorbed any buy pressure in the market and were effective. So that would have been my stop hit. My stop was right there, so I would have got stopped out. But instead, I managed to get out at a small profit rather than allow myself to get stopped out because the footprint gave me that information. So hugely important. That's why order flow is, especially if you're trading futures, order flow is the one. It can really give you that precision in the market, absolute precision.
Order filled.
Yeah. Really elevates your ability to pinpoint opportunity for sure.
Absolutely. I'm just
man.
looking at some of the comments. Robert says, I'm positive with my Hola Prime direct futures account. We're going to give you a round of applause. Robert, well done. That's what we want to hear.
Well
Keep
done.
it up. Keep disciplined. Keep sharp between the ears. You'll smash it. That's what we want to hear.
All right. We are back down to the initial 10-minute range of sorts on the ES. The Dow is really coming down. Jeez.
Yeah, I'm gunning for the IB low at this point. It's
a bit of a setup.
You know how quick it changes. I was thinking we were going to break through on the upper end, but I think we're coming back there at some point. It's just the sell-off is rough.
I see a potential buy again. I don't see buy pressure come in, but sellers are trapped at this moment in time. The seller's trapped right here. A bit lower, actually, just at the wick of this candle. Buy pressure is coming in, but it's just not strong enough. We're looking at 70 or 100 contracts. There we go.
Come on.
But we're in that low volume node. We have hit the point of control. This could be the move. If I get in, I'm gonna have to be really tight. There it is. Yeah, I'm getting in. Bit of a bad price. Go back up. I'm gonna have to have my stop at 128. Really tight. If those buyers get absorbed at these highs again, which looks like they might be getting absorbed. I got in at a bit of a bad price. I've got my finger on the exit just in case. I'm seeing the buyers come in. They've got 125 contracts pushing it, but they're still getting absorbed in that area. I'm going to give them one last shot. If not, I'm getting out. No, they really don't like that area. They keep getting absorbed every time they get to it. Come on, buyers.
Yeah.
Give it just one push. That's all you need. One strong push. Bit more aggression, and you've got this. Bit more aggression. Come on, buyers. Little bit more. Those sellers are really in this area right here. The sellers are really, really adamant at pushing, trying to get the market down. But we do have trapped sellers just below the wick of this candle, so that's why my stop is just below it. Come on, buyers. They're still not coming in aggressive enough. They're trying it, but they're not that aggressive. 132 contracts. That's a bit better. That's it. Push it up. Getting to the point of control off of that area. So I am expecting some kind of pushback. I'm holding a little bit longer. Come on. Come on. They're getting absorbed. They're getting absorbed. Out. The buyers are struggling. They're coming in with a bit of, you know, they'll go up, their numbers would go up to 100 plus and then drop instantly back down to like 40. Meaning, if you do the math, you know, it was like 160 at one point, dropped to 40. That's 120 sellers absorbing those buyers. I don't like it. Yeah. It's not clean cut enough. I mean, they are now again coming in, so we are getting this kind of push with the wick, push wick, but I don't like it. It's not clean. I want it to be a bit cleaner. But either way.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
You just need that one really good trade where it just kind of like this. See that? I mean, that's extreme. Really extreme. I mean, I've never seen so many red candles just in such just one after the other. But there are cleaner trades, you know. Look at the wicks here. It's just kind of boom, boom, getting absorbed, and they're really struggling. Just constantly struggling. The sellers are just absorbing. And the problem with that is that could be a big seller accumulating a large position, right? And you could get this pop where all of a sudden you just get one of these big red candles just kind of pop down. Now it looks like the buyers have finally broken through those sellers. So it would have been a great trade, to be fair, but I'm happy I got out because it could have very easily also been overwhelmed and come back down again and get stopped out. So
yeah,
I'm always just looking for the cleanest setups, you know, the cleanest ones.
Yeah, right now we have both with the ES bouncing off of VWAP, the continuous VWAP, and the Dow bouncing off.
Which I didn't want it to get down to
as well.
I'm so mad.
Yeah.
It's all right.
I have a feeling there's going to be a trade.
I wiped out
soon.
all my gains from that. I got stopped out on the way down, but I'm back in. I'm long 3 contracts, and I'm gunning for the IB high and beyond. But I'm up like maybe $275. I'm still in the trade, but I'm just thinking that, you know, I would have liked to have seen a cleaner rejection from testing the continuous VWAP, or it was almost really at midpoint too for the session profile, but it sat there and that's where I got chopped up on a couple. Now it's starting to push away, which is good. But I hate when it kind of
order filled
at an area and I don't know if it's about to roll the other way or not. That's where I can get trapped.
Yeah.
That's the problem with getting in when the market's already moved. You could be the person getting trapped. It's happened to me so many times. That's why when the market is like trending quite strong and it never pulls back, I physically cannot enter the trade. In hindsight, yeah, you could have entered at any point and it would have been great.
Right.
But in that moment, you could be the person getting trapped. And
That's right.
it's never worth the risk for me. So I always need to, I like to trade more kind of reversals. And when I say reversals, I don't mean like hard reversals, but like just how we had this push down and I bought it where it kind of reversed up. I like trading that because then
Order filled.
Using the footprint, you can kind of see where that shift in power happens and you can capitalize on it. But if you're wrong, your stop is tiny. You know, you have a really tiny stop if you're wrong. If you're right and the buyers do come in a bit better. This wasn't a great example, very wicky and very copy, but you can have a great trade, like a really nice move. And yeah, but we'll catch more. Don't you worry. I wanna get a really clean, nice trade. At least one today. I want to get like a really nice, clean trade. But yeah, the buyers have now come in very, very strong. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it would have been a great trade. That was near perfect entry. Near perfect entry, terrible exit. Now I'm checking.
I wish I got in, but I got in around. I mean, I've scaled in, so my average is around at the 63.13 level on the ES. But I wish I would have gotten in more around the 63.11, maybe 10 on the initial lot, and then scaled in. But it's okay. I'll capture all this back. I've actually captured back all my loss, so I'm back positive. But I'm gunning for. I got to take profit at 63.27 ish, which will be 10 points more. Will get me a big move. Yeah, you can pull up mine.
We also have a poll in the. We have a poll in the chat here. What type of trader are you? And feel free to vote on it. And or if maybe you're multiple, maybe you do multiple versions of trading, and let us know in the comments for sure.
Absolutely. What type of trader are you? Scalper, day trader, swing trader, position trader? Scalper for me.
When I was trading equities, I wanted to be a day trader, and then I'd get really hurt, and I'd sit in it, and all of a sudden I became a swing trader and then a position trader.
Stop filled.
Because you didn't want to get out, right? You're like, oh no. And with equities, you don't have the risk of having to flatten margin. So it's kind of the old
back end.
The old tale.
Back end. Please put up Daryl's screen.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, so I got in down in here. And my average is showing my 3 at 63.13 3/4. And I moved my stop in, but
order
it may
filled.
It may get me out at a profit, which is again okay, because like I said, I'll do that. I'll just trail if I need to.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens here. I'm happy to sit in this thing.
You know what? I think that could actually happen. I think annoyingly, I see no, because we're so close to the all-time high. There's actually no place for a short anymore. Because there's nothing to the side of me where, volume profile wise, that is indicating.
Look at how flat. Look how flat this top profile is. Look at that thing. So there's unanswered. Yeah. We haven't formed any sort of tail, right? We haven't exhausted it. So just from the auction standpoint, I'm just looking at it. Forget even the shape of the distribution. I'm just thinking we're going to get back up here. Some big sellers came in and pushed this thing down to where we were, but we're probably, I'm hoping we'll recapture this, get back up here, and who knows what we do.
I think so. Yeah, on the NASDAQ, I've only got 50% opportunity now because we're so close to the all-time high. I have nothing I can potentially short. I can only long the market should it retrace. So that's 50% of my opportunity as a scalper wiped away, which is a bit annoying. That's what I hate. I hate being at all-time highs. I truly do.
Yeah,
There's nothing. There's nothing to the left of you. Exactly.
That's right.
You don't know what's going to happen.
That's right.
You just kind of, all right, you just have to wait until it retraces, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. And
when you're in between the price. Sorry, Paul. Carry on.
No, it's okay. I was going to say, literally, today has been, for me, rough in the sense of, like, I've seen 2 opportunities now in the last, like, 15-20 minutes, and I'm really disciplined. Like, if I miss my ability to enter where I deem is a good risk to reward, I'm simply not entering. And on the NASDAQ, when we just had this run up from 23,155 to 23 to essentially the highest 23,180 on the day, like, you could see if you do look at the chart that there were 2 hammer candles at 10:30 and 10:31, and if you look at the order flow, buyers just or sellers just getting absorbed, and like I went to go get long there again, it was like literally 2 seconds too late, and instead of being able to try and get in at like 23,152 ish, it would have been getting in at 23,162. So it's like, I think it's a good lesson to like, yes, it still would have been a good trade because it went up to 23,180, but my risk to reward, I would have been risking 20 points to make maybe 20 points. So
this sucks.
Yeah, I feel like the only thing I could teach is, or like, you know, in that moment is that's just don't chase if the risk to reward doesn't make sense. So
absolutely.
I need this down leg to hold here at this low volume. Come on.
We have Zach, I can never see your name. Zachariah off says, I have no funded account. If I get one of those accounts, that would be the start. That would be of a starting from a low income. Well, I really do hope you do win one of the accounts, Zachariah.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for you.
Yep.
Rick asks, are you guys live every Monday, morning, Monday to Friday? Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
Every morning, afternoon, into the Asian session. We're live all day, Monday to Friday. So, yeah, definitely tune in. Eric Lake says, definitely. I'm loving you guys. Thank you, Eric. Much appreciated.
Thank you.
And Robert says, I hear it's not good to trade the all-time high. Yeah, I mean, it's a hard one. I mean, is it good? Is it bad? It depends on your strategy. Personally, I don't like trading the all-time high just because everyone kind of freaks out a little bit. You know, everyone knows it's all-time high and everyone's all a bit skeptical. Will it go up more? Is it really going to get higher? Is it just going to, you know, it all just becomes a bit messy. So I tend to stay away from all-time highs as well.
Yeah.
But, you know, each to their own.
I'm sure, Coach, when we, Coach, you'll eventually, our viewers will meet Coach Troy, and you'll learn. And I think, honestly, Coach Troy would have some good input on all-time highs, because what you'll figure out relatively quickly, or as I should say right now, Coach Troy is a very short biased trader, so I'm sure he would have fade some good input. If you catch him on a stream, I think he's on tomorrow for sure.
Yeah, he's on tomorrow.
Make sure to ask him that question. I'm sure he'll have fun answering it. So he'll have a good answer for it for sure.
Absolutely. But it makes sense. I agree with him as well.
Order filled.
If you had to pick a direction, especially in the indices or equities, right? Like if you had to pick a direction, should it be and you could only choose, you know, to either ever buy or sell.
What's up?
I would probably
Sorry,
choose sell
we're not
as
doing
well.
so
Because
well.
when the
We just
market
kinda
drops,
jumped in.
it
This is what happens when you
drops
jump in.
aggressively. When it's trending bullish, it's a bit more. I don't know. People are quicker to sell than they are to buy. Let's just put it that way. So you have more of a kind of instant reaction when the market drops, whereas buying is just a little bit more slow and a little bit more choppy. But so I totally get why he loves shorting the markets.
Yeah, it just takes a lot of skill, that's for sure.
He must absolutely. He must have loved it back in April when we had that crash.
Oh my god!
I think I talked to him about that one of the other last week. I think, yeah, but you know that V reversal was so violent. It only took what, like 3 or 4 days to come all the way back. So I don't know how much of a down move he captured, but I think the first day, April 9, he said he was
Order filled.
A mad dog, shorting the heck out of that.
To be honest, I think everyone was just shorting like crazy when that happened. When I saw the amount of percent it dropped and the volatility, I remember I remember zooming into the 1 second chart. Right, I've never touched the 1 second chart. It's just ridiculous, right? But I did it just to have a look at the kind of, because there's so much volume coming in. And I looked at the 1 second footprint, and there was literally like over 1,000 contracts on a 1 second footprint.
Yeah,
like that's just insane. I have never seen that in my life. I was like, damn, this is something else. And that's when I started to realize, like, this could be a proper crash. This isn't just a little move down. This isn't just a kind of, you know, oh, it's a bearish day. You know, this is a crash because people were selling like I've never seen before. And then we did literally crash for like the next month. So, but recovered very quickly as well. To be fair, recovered very quickly. Like you said, that V-shaped reversal was brutal because so many people were like, "Oh no, this isn't over. We're gonna, you know," because it was tariff based, right? So we had that pause. In the tariffs, and that's why it kind of recovered.
Exactly.
I think a lot of people were still like, but it hasn't been finalized, so they were still, you know, shorting it, probably thinking, like, the market, why would it recover again so easily? It hasn't been finalized, but it did recover and continued making all-time highs. So it is what it is.
Yep. As Coach Troy has said a few times, you know, the markets love to climb the wall of worry, so there's nothing truer than this market. So
for sure,
absolutely,
for sure.
Well, the market's died down a little bit at this moment in time.
It
getting
has
a bit of sideways movement.
Come on,
which is expected.
Man, when I said that gold was looking to possibly break out, that was about 30 minutes ago, and it's gone from 33.26 to 33.40. So it definitely broke out. Jeez.
Yeah,
I think gold's back on the bull wagon again after its little reprieve. I think
what it's
gold.
doing.
Yeah.
Someone wanted us to analyze gold. While the market's a bit quiet, we can absolutely do that.
Let's do it. I'll pull
Paul,
up.
I know you like. If the back end, if you could pull up Paul's chart.
Yeah, gold's a fun one to look at. We'll as soon as they pull up the chart, we'll talk about it a little bit. And
Gold, personally, I'm terrified of it. I've said this a million
Order
times.
canceled.
Filled.
Gold is like Freddy Krueger to me.
Yeah. I feel that way about. That's what I feel. How I feel about silver for sure. I will not touch silver.
And I know guys that'll only touch silver and not touch gold. It's funny.
That's so funny.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Sahil, you just took the same trade. Which trade?
Order
Gold
filled.
trade or my trade?
Back end. Can you switch to Paul's screen, please? There we go.
Here we go.
Look at that. Look at
cool.
that. Woo-hoo-hoo.
So this is the weekly chart. So just from the beginning of this year, I mean, we are up, I'm going to say that's close to 20-ish% or so. So 10%. Yeah, like somewhere around 20%. This is obviously a relatively bullish chart. All right. So the thing, though, is with gold is that what we need to understand is for literally the last 2 months, we've been in this like compression triangle. And with an uptrend, some would say that the probabilities of this kind of pattern of sorts, I'm not a huge pattern guy, but with this kind of compression in an uptrend, you would expect a breakout to the upside just to continue trend. But unfortunately, we don't have a crystal ball, and we don't know when this compression will actually break, either whether it is to the upside or the downside. And especially when you've got headlines going on that can influence, anything like economic data related or any like tariff decisions or whatnot that we've been going through can massively affect the price action here on gold. So with the weekly chart being looked at, you can see this compression here, and then we're right in the middle of that. We're literally trading right in the middle of it. If I was somebody who is trying to invest in gold, that's a different story. Like, investing is different than trading. But as far as trading, I would have a relatively hard time, like if I was swing trading, for example, trying to justify a position to the short side or the long side just because of us being like literally right in the middle of this range, this compression range. But if you look on like the daily, again, you can kind of see it. It's just so... The only thing I have up here that kind of would give me a little bit of a slight bit of the smallest bit of confidence to the upside is like this
breakthrough.
Late respect of the... No, you're okay. This 50 EMA, it looks like, oh yeah, we're breaking out in the ES now. So, and the NQ. Jeez.
Both of them, yeah.
Just woken up.
Yep.
So I think the point is what we need to do is keep above this, like probably this 3,300 area, I would say roughly, if you're bullish, and you'd really want to see a breakout of like 3,400 or like 3,380, and it continue to the upside to try and test this 3,475 area. That would be what I'd be looking for personally on a day-to-day basis. So let's take a look. Let's take a look at the ES here, or we can go back to Daryl's. Daryl, do you have a position on or no?
Oh yeah, I got 3 contracts long.
Yeah.
I'm gunning for a $1,500 profit at my take profit.
Nice.
I've recovered nicely now after giving back everything I made. Although it could I'm trailing tight, so it could take me out. But yeah, back end we can switch over.
Stop,
I'm
Phil.
out. Just when we're gonna go switch to me. I'm back up though. I'm in the green.
Very good.
Yeah, when I'm in trades, I get quiet. I'm not like Sam. I know Sam likes to talk to himself.
Oh yeah.
I talk all the damn
talk to the
time,
market.
guys, as you know. I talk too much, so when I'm in a trade, I'm just kind of like quiet. You're talking to the market.
I do
like
that
it's
even when I'm
listening
by
to you.
myself.
I know.
Yeah,
I believe it.
It's a weird habit. Like, it's not just
Order
vice versa.
canceled.
Nice
Even when I'm
haircut
trading
today.
by myself, I'm just talking. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I just got
Nice
it done.
nice haircut,
thought I
buddy.
looked nice and fresh.
I like the fade. You know who would love that fade?
Yeah.
Coach Troy. He would love that fade.
Oh, really?
He wants to fade everything.
Clever guy. Clever.
I like that.
Well, I tell people I'm a scalper, and then they look and they go, "Oh, you shave your head. That's why you're a scalper." I go, "Well, maybe. I don't know. I don't know."
Dear. But yeah, no, I would
Order
recommend talk to the market, because when you're speaking out loud of what you're seeing, it kind of drills it in your head better. Do you know what I mean? Like if I'm seeing, buy pressure's coming in, I'm saying that out loud. My brain registers it. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but if I'm really silent,
yeah,
I can kind of miss.
It's like the
Order
mind.
filled.
It's like the mind muscle connection. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, I literally sound like an auctioneer when I'm trading. I'm like just mumbling numbers.
Hey, Robert, I see you in the chat. I know you're leaving, but I think you live in SoCal, don't you? If you do, let me know roughly what area you're in. I'm in Ventura County.
All right, Robert.
Just FYI.
Have a good
And
catch you later.
Ahmad, you're asking about.
See you later.
Yeah, Ahmad's asking if a stop loss and a take profit's necessary after taking the trade. I subscribe to that logic, because if you were with us on this exact stream at this time yesterday, you would have seen what would have happened if someone like myself was not
Order
didn't have the
filled.
stop set. And some news came out and just literally ripped me a new one in about 3 seconds. So
to be fair, that was a 1 in a million situation.
I know.
You jumped in the second you clicked buy. Trump tweeted
crazy.
something, or his team announced something, and the market dropped instantly before you could even set a stop. And it was just
couldn't even get my mouse on it. It was gone.
So bad.
Yesterday was insane because we had so much unscheduled news. Every few minutes, Jerome Powell might get fired. Market crashed, and it was just whoa! Like you have no idea. You can't defend against that because if it's unscheduled, it's unscheduled. You know,
for sure.
But those days happen. They're luckily very rare. Luckily.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely. I think like you said, you need a stop loss. I think take profit, you can kind of move it up. It depends. You kind of feel the market, how it's feeling, but you need to have a hard stop at very least, like a stop where
yeah.
If it gets to this point, I have to get out the market. You cannot,
for sure.
You cannot play around with that.
Yeah, if you have a strategy,
in Grover Beach.
Like if you have a genuine strategy, there's got to be a line in the sand where you're wrong, and so you have to have that in place. It's just what you should do to be a responsible trader, and yeah, like Sam said with the take profit. I think when you're an order flow kind of obsessed trader like we are here, what you have is an idea. You have a risk to reward, right? You have an area that you think that price will gravitate to because of, let's say, previous order flow or yesterday's auction session, etc.
Right.
But you just monitor the order flow at it on a consistent, second by second basis or minute by minute basis.
Order
to just
filled.
understand how trade is taking place, and the better you get at that, the more likely your win rate will be a bit higher and your risk to reward will be higher. So, or you'll have a better risk to reward ratio. So,
yeah.
Yep.
All right, I am going to pop to the toilet real quick. For the viewers who don't know, I'm doing a really, really drastic keto diet. I'm on day 4 of it. And yeah, no carbs. I'm having 1 meal a day and just drinking tons of water, but it does rush right through me. So every hour.
And he looks like Adonis underneath.
Hopefully, in a few months. Hopefully, I am.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm on a self-improvement month for me. So I'll be back in 2 minutes, and yeah, you guys take over.
Perfect.
Yep. Robert, I don't know if you're still listening, but I went to school at Cal Poly SLO, so I know Grover Beach, and I love the Central Coast, my friend. You're lucky to live up there at Grover Beach.
Stop filled.
In fact, I don't know if you remember, it used to be
Order
called Grover
filled.
City, and when I went to school there in the early 90s, they had an election to change to Grover Beach because all the other cities were beach cities. And I just remember that. It's a little fun fact.
That is a lot
order
of fun.
filled.
You're probably like, oh. By the way, are you a Florida native? Are you a Floridian for life?
I am not actually. My family, I moved here, or my family moved here when I was young. I was like 9-ish years old, but we are originally from Philadelphia. We're from Pennsylvania, so moved here when I was young though, and I've been in South Florida / Central Florida ever since. Yeah. How about you? You've always been in California?
Yeah.
Order filled.
I was talking to Tiger about this last night. Yeah, I'm one of the rare LA natives. I mean, I'm not really in Los Angeles anymore. I'm out of it. I'm about an hour out of downtown, but it's still LA. People say, "Where do you live around the world?" You got to say LA because they don't know. Got to reference something. Yeah. But born and raised here. I grew up in the San Fernando Valley, which is like called the Valley Girl, and like Encino Man, the movie, like Encino. I grew up not far from Encino, and
that's cool.
I've been all over. I mean, I've been to all 50 states. I've traveled a lot, but I've never lived permanently outside of California. Kind of crazy.
Wow. Traveled to all 50.
Yeah.
Man, that
Stop
is. I
filled.
probably have.
We drove.
Probably traveled to like
my mom's from
20.
My mom's from Eastern Canada, so we used to take a motor home, and
Order filled.
there's four. I'm the oldest of 4 kids, so when I was a little baby and my sister was 13 months behind me, I think my parents flew us back once or twice, and then my dad was like, yeah, flying to Montreal from LA gets a little expensive, even in the 70s, right? It's just crazy. So we started out with a little camper, and we took the dog, and we would go back
Order
to visit
filled.
my mom's family back there. But then we started getting a larger motorhome and a larger motorhome and a big bus, and every time we'd go back, we would take different routes, and we'd just see the country different, and we'd sometimes
Order filled.
we'd go across Canada many times, went to Alaska on separate trips. We went down your way and did all that. Like
Order canceled.
one year, we just did Interstate 10 all the way out, hit New Orleans.
Right.
We went to Disney World. We were down there, did all that. And then we didn't make it to Miami that year, but then we went up, and then we hit like DC, we hit Philly, we did all the, we went to Independence Hall, we did all the stuff, all the sightseeing stuff, right, on the way. So we'd always make, because my dad owned his own business, so he was able to take 4 to 6 weeks off in the summer. He'd take a big chunk, and we just travel. We'd go and we'd try to see as much in that time on the way to going back to the farm. My mom grew up on a dairy farm between Ottawa and Montreal, so we would try to sightsee and learn about the country.
Stop
and
filled.
It was great. I really enjoyed it because I learned so much
I'm not even there yet.
the country and cultures and things. It was awesome.
That's a unique experience. Not many people can say that they've done something
we
like
probably
that, to be quite
don't.
honest. That's a very rare.
Yesterday was pretty stacked. Can you shoot me?
And you know what's really
an
funny
email?
is
and then when I get there, I'll double check.
My old neighbor, I don't know how long he lived. He lived across the street from me. We both bought new homes when I got married in 03, and I bought my house with my wife in 04. And it was a new like tract home. Everything was booming. You know, this was right before the financial crisis. So this was everyone was getting loans for nothing.
No, I mean, like,
so we
usually have extras.
He was a former Army guy who was stationed in
Germany,
and
I don't know why.
in Czech.
It was just kind of busy yesterday.
He's a little short, buff Filipino guy. And he married this tall blonde bombshell from Czech Republic, right? So they end up being my neighbor directly across the street, and I think he lived there for about 10 years. I was in my house for 14 before I moved. But he was
next week would be fine.
Out of the Army, he went and worked for the LAPD, so he was a cop, and then at that time he was also U.S. Marshal. So I learned a lot of. He told me all these crazy stories, right? Well, long story short. They ended up moving after about 10 years. He went up to Monterey, which is like an hour south of San Francisco, kind of on the